Employee write-ups often carry a negative connotation, so much so that many restaurant and HR managers shy away from documenting performance issues, fearing it will demoralize employees or create a sense of punishment. However, employee documentation doesn't have to equal discipline. When you approach this with the right mindset, documentation becomes a tool for growth, accountability, and positive change, both for the employee and for the business. The belief that documentation equals disciplinary action is one of the biggest hurdles in HR and restaurant leadership. This misconception leads to hesitation in documenting underperformance, as leaders worry it sends a negative message or indicates a termination is on the table. In reality, documentation can and should be framed as part of a constructive coaching process. It provides a structure to clearly communicate expectations, offer guidance, and provide a roadmap for improvement. By shifting from a disciplinary to a coaching perspective, leaders can create an environment where employees feel supported in their growth rather than fearing reprimand. For HR, the power of documentation lies in its ability to track progress, create clarity, and ensure accountability. Let's talk more about why it's essential for a leader's coaching mindset. Documentation helps clarify expectations and specific behaviors that need to change. This sets a foundation for constructive conversations focused on growth rather than on punishment. Written documentation allows the employee and you, the employer, to refer back to specific goals, feedback, and timelines, eliminating ambiguity and ensuring everyone is aligned on the path forward. Documentation monitors improvement over time, showing whether progress is being made or if further action is necessary. The history can be valuable in further coaching sessions or, if necessary, when disciplinary action becomes unavoidable. While the focus should be on coaching, documentation also provides a record of the employer's efforts to guide the employee, supporting any decision that needs to be made about their future with the company. Restaurant and HR leaders can create documentation that feels less punitive and more like a helpful tool for growth by focusing on these key strategies. Start the conversation and the documentation with the intention of improvement. Use language that reflects this, phrases like areas for growth or opportunities to improve, and avoid accusatory or harsh language. Don't simply list the performance problems. Provide actionable steps that the employee can take to address those issues. This equips them with the tools to succeed instead of dwelling on what they're doing wrong. Documentation should always include clear, measurable goals for improvement. This gives the employee a sense of direction and makes progress easier to assess. Don't let documentation be a one-time thing. Schedule regular follow-up meetings to review the progress, offer further coaching, and adjust goals as needed. This shows the employee that their development is an ongoing priority and reinforces the idea that documentation is a tool for support. When documentation is consistently framed as a positive developmental tool, it can help build a culture of growth within your restaurants and your company. Employees will be more open to feedback and less likely to view it as punitive if they know that the goal is their development. And over time, this mindset shift can lead to a more engaged workforce, lower turnover, and better overall performance. If you're a restaurant or HR leader stuck in the documentation is discipline mindset, it's time to break free. Instead, view it as a key tool in the coaching process, one that provides clarity, tracks progress, and encourages accountability. When done correctly, documentation is an investment in your employees' success and your business's long-term growth. So the next time that you consider whether to document an issue, remember it's not about punishment. It's about providing the structure and the support that your employees need to thrive. So, how do your employees view documentation? I would love for you to share your thoughts below.